Hello everybody, welcome back to the final game between Parting and Reynor. It's your boy Strawberry Starcraft here, Share, and I'm back with another Starcraft replay. This is the conclusion to the big best of 5 that was played recently between Parting and Reynor. And if you've been watching so far, we are dead tied. We are 2-2. It's been a close series, not much to tell between these two players, and I'm excited to see how this ends up. We are here on Zen, and up in the top right corner we have Reynor with the blue Zerg, and with the red Protoss down in the bottom left we have Parting. We're on Zen LE. If you watched my previous video, this is where they started to experiment with minerals. There may have been one before this actually, let me know in the comments. But yeah, we've got this weird little ramp here with this little gap, as well as a main sort of gap to entrance to your base. So can get a little bit tricky. For a long time I think Zergs were just cheesing constantly on this map because people didn't have the timings right, but this day and age this doesn't really matter that much. Generally this is a map where you can get 3 bases fairly safe, because you can just hold this area and that defends all your bases. But a 4th base can be a little bit more tricky. It's quite far away from your 3rd, there's quite a lot of space to cover, and over here similarly, you know, it's kind of open. Particularly beyond that 5th, 6th bases for Zerg particularly can get pretty scary. So I wonder if Reynor's gonna have a plan to kind of win the game before then. Parting's plan will be to win the game before then anyway. So Reynor probably won't get the option to avoid the late game, as it were, because Parting will make that decision for him, I should imagine. Not seeing a cannon rush, and Reynor keeps his 2nd Overlord nearby just to look for anything. It doesn't bother committing a drone like he did in the first game. But looks like hatchery first. Yep, hatchery first into spawning pool. And the normal gateway expand cybercore here from the Protoss. So we're going to be heading into a pretty normal game. In the previous game we saw DTs from Parting. And before that we saw, I think all the games we saw Twilight Council based play, except for the cannon rushers. So I mean, even when he went cannon rush, he still went Twilight Council. So yeah, Parting showing a strong preference for Twilight Council in this matchup, and I wouldn't expect him to deviate. Yeah, and there it is. It's Twilight Council. So what we're going to see? We're going to see Adepts. We're going to see Blink. We're going to see DTs. Are we going to see Charge Lot all in? Haven't seen that in a while. And what we're going to see from Reynor. Last game he built some Mutas, which I think ultimately left him a little bit short on defense and didn't achieve the kind of offensive advantage that he wanted. So probably I imagine that we'll see Reynor just revert to type and just build the standard meta of Roachling, Baneling, Ravager composition to deal with this. And Reynor runs in some lings. No wall off. Oh, no wall off here to prevent this. And Parting builds the DT shrine in sight of the ling. So, does he cancel this now? No. So there should be absolutely no opportunity for the DTs to do some cheese play. Almost certainly going to be just a poke in to see what can be done, and then convert into Archons pretty quickly. Interesting choice for Parting. I guess you don't want to deviate from your build too much by delaying at the DT shrine, so that in order for it not to be scouted, and ultimately the Overlord's probably going to scout it anyway. So yeah, I guess trying to hide this is from a Zerg is pretty from a Zerg of Reynor's quality is pretty difficult. So just gives up on the whole plan. So Lair coming in, Lair before Roach Warren, before anything. 3 Spore Crawlers, and yeah, no Roach Warren. Interesting. I wonder what we're going to see here. Swarm hosts can be really effective in this map if you get like a Nidus here and start swarming into here, or even from here into here, because of this wall off. It can be really effective. And Reynor he just really knows PvZ really well. He knows that you can just suicide onto this Stalker at this point in the game. We saw this in the previous game as well. And we'll look at this Cybercore. Parting with the double Chrono Boost on his gateways, just doesn't have access to a warp in right now. And he's going to have to rebuild this Cybercore. And a single DT is going to defend this completely, yeah. But, you know, that's a serious delay. He's getting blink. He's getting blink. He's getting DT blink immediately. What is this parting? What is going on? I love you so much. 4 DTs across the map. Where's that warp prism? Over here. Going up to 5. Just focusing on the creep tumors. Is this going to be a new meta? Is this a new build we're seeing here at parting? Where you just commit to the DTs. You just hold map control with DTs. Where's an overseer? You're really going to need an overseer from the Zerg to be able to deal with this. Spore crawlers are not going to cut it with this kind of play. Here's the overseer. Overseer is going to kill the overlord, the observer, for sure. And what does he do? So he's not turning them in to archons, which is what we saw him do in the previous game. He's keeping them as DTs. He's getting blink. I wonder if he's going to come over here and he's going to blink them up into the main and just go nuts. He's making more. 2, 4, 6, 8 DTs. And there's a 9th one here on defense. I love it. It's so exciting. Chrono boost on the DT shrine. You can barely see it. It's so thin. But yep, he's going for that big blink into the main base play. If you look in the minimap. And what have we got here? We've got a single spore crawler. That's not going to be enough. He can just dive onto that. Oh, one of them didn't get in. Just focuses the lair. No, sees the spore crawler. Focuses that down. Now you just get the lair. But the overseer's here. Oh, it's going to be close. It starts backing out of it. And picks up all 4. Losing 4, I guess. Is that worthwhile? Is that worthwhile? There's an overseer here now. You cannot... Oh, blinks it out. 6 kills on that DT. I mean, what do you do now? Is blink been worthwhile? Have you achieved what you needed to? I don't think so. I don't think so. And you're not making archons. You're not getting that kind of harass off. Ooh, loses another DT. Takes some damage on the warp prism. It's really not been that worth for parting. Look at these lings trading out really efficiently against zealots there. That's got to be annoying for Protoss. I don't think you really want to warp in some zealots there. You don't got charge. You're not going for a big zealot all in. Oh, parting. Yep, you try to create a new meta. This is what happens. This is why the meta is what it is. The meta does what meta does because it's proven. It's proven to work, and all the difficulties have been ironed out. When you're trying to do something special, things can go horribly wrong for you, as they did here. He didn't get the lair. He didn't get any meaningful harass done. He loses his sentries. He loses his zealot army here, and he's just really far behind. And probably could play this out. I mean, if you were feeling up for it, you could even win this if you had the heart. Oh, this was the key move. That's why he left. That's why he left. He lost all of his DTs in the warp prism, which was his only real tech. Basically had all his eggs in this basket right here, and it gets eaten by queens, and that's the end of the chicken. Hope you enjoyed this series, guys. If you did, like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next series. Peace.